Hello everyone, welcome. So today's yoga practice, Standing Strong, it's a practice that will help you shake off any tension, awaken your body, and return to a natural state of balance. So as I come into standing, I'm going to come onto a yoga mat. It's not required, but you can be barefoot or flat-soled shoes. So with some of these balance poses, it'll be nice if you have a chair or a desk or something that you can hold on to. So we'll begin by coming into some breath work. Steady standing mountain pose. Feet are hip width distance apart. Palms face forward. Place one hand on your heart and your other on your belly. Inhale, begin to look up. Exhale, chin to chest. Next one, inhale, begin to open up the arms into goalposts. Exhale, close. Next, inhale, open the arms a little bit wider. Lean the elbows back. Exhale, close it all together. We'll come into a cat-cow. So slight bend in the knees, pressing the hands forward. And now pull it all back towards you. Exhale, push it out. Inhale, pull it in. Two more. And pulling it in. Coming back into your steady standing mountain pose. Palms forward. Inhale, reach your hands up in the air. And swan dive, forward fold. Fingertips come down toward the ankle, your toes, or the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, fold it into ragdoll. Opposite hand, opposite elbows. Crown of the head down toward the mat. And sway from side to side. Inhale, one side. Exhale, the other. Come back to the center, fingertips touch the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root down, rise, and release it into a chair. Drinking bird. Press your palms back, come up onto the balls of your feet. Exhale, come onto your heels, toes lift. A few more of these. Inhale and exhale. Continue. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Rise up, shoulder rolls, 3 of them. 3, 2, 1. Eagle arms, right elbow behind left. Interlace your forearms. Inhale, reach your hands up in the air. And now we'll lean to the right, deep inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale, rise to center. Exhale, 2. Same side. Last one. Inhale, center. Exhale, 3 and hold it. Extend the opposite leg out to the side. Rotate your chest up to the sky. Look up, lean back. Release it. Press your arms out to the side, flexion at the top of your wrist. Opposite side, shoulder rolls. 3, 2, 1, opposite elbow behind, left elbow behind, eagle arms, lift the elbows up, out in front of the computer, and now we'll lean over to the left side. Deep inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale to center. Exhale, 2. Back to the center. 3, and hold. Extend the opposite leg out to the side. Rotate, chest is up to sky. Look up, lean back. Pull it back toward the center. Uncoil, press your hands out to the side. Hook. Release it into a chair. Pull your hands to your heart center. Twist to the right. Rest the elbow on top of the thigh. Open the arms up wide. Gaze is up in the air. Pull your hands back to the center. Twist it to the opposite side. Open arms wide. Gaze is up in the air. Release it. Come back to the center. Hands to heart. Exhale. Forward fold. Lift the hips up. Inhale, halfway lift. Low lunge, right foot back. Back heel rises, fingertips lift up. Interlace hands behind lower back. Press the knuckles to the back of the room. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the top. Back foot lifts up, both feet, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Root down, rise, release it into a chair. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge, left foot back. Back heel rises, fingertips lift up. Reach your hands behind you. Interlace hands behind the back. Press the knuckles to the back of the room. Inhale, lift chest up. Exhale, release the hands. Top of the mat. Back foot reaches up and comes back to the top. Lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Root down, rise. Flick the right toes. Stork pose. Right knee rises. Palms are facing each other. Sass the hip. 3, 2, and 1. Open the knee out to the side. Bring your arm down to the side. Pulse it. 3, 2, 1. Pull it all back to the center. Bring your palms around your shin. Tuck yourself into a little ball. Inhale. Exhale, shoot that foot back as we come into airplane. Good spot to hold onto the chair. As your arms come back behind you, thumb and index finger touch. Toes are flexed down toward the mat. And we'll take 3 breaths in this pose. Shiva squat, knee is bent. Extend. 3, 2, and 1. Bring your arms out in front of you, warrior 3. And let that back foot fall down on the mat. Coming into your crescent pose. Front knee is lunged, back leg is long. Backstroke your arms up, just like cactus. Interlace hands behind your head. Lean your head back. Inhale. Exhale, open it up into warrior 2. I'll show you another angle of warrior 2. Front knee is bent. Blade edge of the back foot in the mat. Tuck the tailbone. Guide the knee out to the side. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Lift the toes up and touch your fingers. Exhale, lunge. 2 more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fall. Last one, rise and fall. I'll rotate back this direction, and from here, take that back arm and reach it out toward the front. Back heel rises, and we come into our low lunge. Fingertips down on the mat. Lizard pose. Open the knee out to the side. Gaze is at the sole of the foot. Release it. Lifting your hands back up toward the computer. Inhale, gentle fist. Exhale, slide that back foot in as we prepare to come into pyramid pose. Opposite hand, opposite shoulder. Press the shoulders down and away from the ears and guide your ear towards shoulder. Opposite side. Roll the head side to side, forward. Bring your head back to the center. Inhale, lift the elbows up. Exhale, hinge forward, intense forward fold. Pull the navel in and up. Fingertips come down to the mat. Reach your hands behind you at your sacrum. Interlace your fingers. Press the knuckles up to the sky and rise up into a standing position. Back foot comes to the front. We'll prepare for tree pose. Room down into your right leg. Kickstand the opposite heel up above the ankle. Arms come halfway up. We're doing this in 3 parts. Exhale, bring it down. Keep your chair handy. Next one, inhale, lift the foot up a little bit higher. Below the knee. Exhale, lunge, bring it down. Last one, full expression, tree pose. Lift the foot either above or below the knee. Interlace hands and fingers up above, reaching up. Open the knee out to the side. Tuck tailbone. Long deep breath. And now press your palms down toward the mat, slow and steady. Scoop the air out and up. Look up with that. Release it. Gently and deliberately, you can kick the foot out in front. Same routine. Opposite side, steady standing mountain pose. Reach your arms up in the air. Swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge. Left foot back. Back heel rises. Fingertips lift up. Interlace hands behind lower back. Press the knuckles to the back of the room. Inhale. Exhale, hands come to the top. Back foot lifts up. Both feet, top of the mat. Lift up halfway. Press your hands into your shins. Roll those shoulders back. Exhale, forward fold. Root down, rise, and come up into stork pose. This time your left knee rises. Palms face each other. Sass the hip. 3, 2, 1. Open the knee out to the side. Opposite arm, reach it out to the side and pulse it. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to the center. Tucking that knee in. Hands come around the shin. Kiss the knee if you wish. And then shoot that foot back as we come into airplane. Arms are out and back. Thumb and index finger together, other 3 fingers extended. And let's breathe into this. Our toes up in the air, flex down to the mat. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Rise up. Reach your arms out in front. Hands to heart. Warrior 3. Let the back foot fall down onto the mat and open it up into your crescent pose. Front knee is bent. Backstroke arms up. Cactus pose. Hands behind the head. Lean the head back. Close your eyes for just a second. Open it up. Warrior 2. Touch tailbone. Open knee. Lunge a little bit deeper. Inhale, reach your hands up, straighten your front leg, lift your toes, tap your fingers. Exhale, lunge. 2 more, rise and fall. Last one. Rise up and fall. Reverse warrior, reach toward the computer. Top hand reaches up. Back arm binds behind the lower back. Reach forward, come back into your warrior 2. Back arm comes toward the front computer. Back heel rises. Inhale, gentle fist. Back foot comes in as we prepare for pyramid pose. This time, hands on hips. Inhale, lift the chin up. Exhale, hinge forward. Fingertips come down onto the mat. And allow the belly to rest on the thighs. Bind your arms behind your lower back, opposite hand, opposite elbow. Inhale, lift forearms up off the back and rise up to a standing position. Tree pose. Come to your steady standing mountain pose. 3 parts. Inhale, heel comes up over the ankle. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Exhale, bring it down. Next one, rise up a little higher. Inhale, lift the foot up, just below the knee. Bring it down. Full expression. Tree pose, foot above or below the knee. Interlace fingers all but the index. Reach up. And pull your hands to heart center. Interlace all the fingers. Press the palms down toward the mat. Scoop the air out and up. Look up, lean back. And release it. Kick that foot out in front of you. And prepare to come into umpire stance. Your feet are out wide. And before we go into the umpire, let's come into our standing starfish. Reach your arms up. Hip points come forward. Head leans back. Now bring your hands on top of your thighs. Lunging, hands slide down on top of the knees. And we'll roll our shoulders toward the midline. Inhale. Exhale, right shoulder to the center. Gaze is over the opposite shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the opposite side. One more round. Inhale, center. Rotate. Exhale, opposite side. As you come back to the center, and you're in your umpire stance, begin to rise up. Heel toe your feet in toward the center of the mat. And come into a Pilates stance. Heels are touching, toes are out. Reach your arms up in the air and come up onto the balls of your feet. Pull your hands right down toward the center, and we'll come down into a yogi squat, 3 parts. Exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, come down a little bit further. Last one, rise up. Exhale, come all the way down into a yogi squat known as Malasana. Elbows come on the inside of the knees. Place your right hand down onto the mat. Opposite arm reaches up and back behind you. Open up the shoulder, gaze is over to the right. Release it, come back to the center and switch. Opposite fingers down onto the mat. Reach the other arm up and bind it behind your lower back. Twisting it out, gazing over the shoulders. Release it, come back to the center, pressing your hands into the mat, lifting your hips up in the air. Root down, rise, and come up into your steady standing mountain pose. Arms are down by your side. As you lift the arches of your feet up, notice your thighs rolling toward the center. We will close out today's practice with a breathing exercise just like we began. One hand on heart, the other on the navel. Box breathing. Inhale to the count of 4. Exhale to the count of 4. Lips open. Inhale to the count of 4. Exhale to the count of 4. Lips are sealed. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. So today's class was for you to notice that strength isn't force, it's the courage to pause, to breathe, and to root into your own steady center. Thank you so much for joining me. That concludes today's practice.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Suzanne. I'm just going to give it time in case anyone has any questions. But we did ask this morning, I just want to make sure we ask for this group as well. If you had to pick the top 3 different stances, positions to work on for someone who's never done yoga before, or just like looking for that beginner set, which 3 would you recommend?
Okay, well, I'll demonstrate. The first one is steady standing mountain pose. It's so important when you think about your stance, lifting the arches up, rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. And not only as you're standing, but as you walk into the room. So leading with the heart. It helps your spine. Your spine is what keeps you alert. The next pose would be tree pose. And it's something I practice when I brush my teeth. Because as we age, it's so important for strong bones. So, we don't need to lift the foot all the way up above the knee. We can simply just kickstand it. And arms can do anything. You can bring them behind your back, one in the front, one in the back, up overhead. And the more you come into your tree pose, the more you begin working on opening the knee out, standing tall and strong. And finally, the other pose I would find myself doing is coming into the umpire stance, even if I was within groups of people and would be tired of standing, and whether it's rolling those shoulders toward the center or moving in cat-cow. Flexion, extension, flexion, extension. Especially when you work at a computer all day, it really helps.
As so many of us do. That's awesome. I don't see any questions coming in the chat, just thank yous. And if anyone is looking to find you in the future, say to ask questions or take a class, can you remind us where you're at and what days?
Sure. The Lebanon YMCA, 5:30 p.m. If you're not a member of the Y, you could come as a guest. And Studio Soul in Hershey, it's at Briarcrest Square. Sunday class is at 11. It's a heated studio, so my class is typically around 85 degrees. And the first Sunday of the month, it's a free class. So you just sign up and register and see what it's all about. Yoga, Pilates, fusion.